Welcome to the final episode of season 1 of the Trivia 10. We saved the best for last. Mr. George Carmi, Moviesandstuff14, taking on the gauntlet of 10 trivia questions. All his links are in the description below. You obviously know him from the ReelTok Podcast. If you know who I am, you know who he is, but all his links are down below. TikTok, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitter, all that good stuff. But the Trivia 10, new episodes every Tuesday. This is the final episode of season 1 regular season. Next week, we're going to have the wild card rounds, or the play-in rounds, the championship rounds, to get into the Super Bowl of this season. It's going to be very fun. I have a lot of stuff planned, but of course, right now we only know 3 of the members that'll be making it, because if we look at the leaderboard right now, the top people in playoff position are K Meeks in first place, locked in the playoffs. Owen Pat not at 120, locked in the playoffs, and Seth locked in the playoffs at 105. And then it's going to be between Alex and Doug, with some tiebreaker I'm going to have to think of to get into that final playoff spot, or George will have the opportunity to bump them down to the red, join Sammy J Reacts, Cam, Sophie, and Kevin in the red and not be in the playoffs. So the final slots is going to be George, Alex, or Doug. Everyone who's been watching the series knows last week Sammy had best opportunity you've seen on this entire trivia series so far to lock himself into maybe even number 1 spot, and just had that unfortunate collapse on the final question that led him down to the red. So George, how you feeling? You nervous? You excited?
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. The ones I've watched, I haven't been doing well. Like, obviously I've been trying to answer the questions along the way, and I don't know. My trivia is not there. So I'm nervous. I might be in 10th place after this.
Well, we'll see how it goes. It's either going to be Doug, Alex, or George getting that final playoff spot. This is episode 10, the final episode of the season. We're going to start with 5-point questions, move our way up all the way to the 10, 15, 20, and 50. So we're going to start easy in theory and get a little more difficult as we go. Let's go ahead and get rolling with question 1. Question 1 for 5 points. What do the War Boys spray in their mouth in Mad Max Fury Road?
Oh, God. It's like metal. It's like aluminum or something. Are you looking for like the specific type of metal or something?
Just kind of lock in a specific answer. We'll see what it ends up being.
I'll lock in aluminum.
All right. Well, the right answer we're looking for is chrome. I feel like chrome's more important theme.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give you the points here, but I think there's a lot of others you're going to be able to get here for. But I got to hold up the integrity of the league. Chrome paint. I'm not going to give the right answer here. But
That's fair.
We're moving on to question 2. We'll get you some points on the board, hopefully. What is the first name of Kate Winslet's character in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
No idea. Haven't seen this movie. I have not seen this movie in ages. It's on your favorites list. I know.
It's okay. These are only the 5-pointers. They're small cakes. So we are going to get more difficult, but you also have plenty of points to be had. Clementine is the right answer.
I should have known that.
Question 3 now, you have a chance to get all the points back with a 10-pointer.
Fuck yeah.
In The Dark Knight, when the real Batman is fighting the fake Batman in the parking garage, what ends up wounding him, requiring stitches?
The dogs.
There we go. We're getting points on the board for George Carmi. A dog bite makes Alfred decide they got to re-engineer that suit and protect it from dogs, because they've only been focused on, like bullets and knives and all kinds of other fighting stuff. But dogs ultimately is what pierces him. And a fun little detail Christopher Nolan left in, even in The Dark Knight Rises, you can still see that scar from the dog bites on his arm the entire time. 10 points on the board. We're moving in the right direction. We got momentum now.
That's huge.
Moving on to question 4. What song plays in The Perks of Being a Wallflower during the Pittsburgh tunnel scene?
Oh, you're hitting me with the specific questions. And I just watched this movie.
Take your time. We're in no rush. See if it comes to you.
It's not going to come to me at all. It's not going to come to me. I don't know. I give up.
Giving up?
Yeah, it's not coming to me.
It's Heroes by David Bowie.
I knew it was a Bowie song.
We're getting another music question in question 5, so hopefully this one comes to you.
Don't kill me like that.
Big fan of music.
Who said that?
You.
What
is the opening song in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
So why would I know this?
When groups dancing around on the soundtrack. So this is if you're mad at the question, this is a recommendation of Sophie Holsinger. She recommended 2 episodes ago a question for Alex about the social network that he did not end up getting. So he's furious for her for that. There's a question she asked me to ask you.
Oh, why? She knows I don't like this movie. Oh, hold on. It's in my head. Head.
You've listened to the soundtrack a bunch. You got as much time as you need. You can take plenty of time. I can edit this all day. See if it comes to you.
It's not coming to me. I have the lyrics in my head, but I don't know the name of the song.
Do you have the melody or anything?
I don't know. I'm giving up on this one.
The right answer is Mr. Blue Sky.
I knew it.
I've never heard of the Electric Light Orchestra. Maybe that's I'm not a music buff, but Mr. Blue Sky, do you know that song?
Damn, why would Sophie recommend this one? This is not. I hate this movie.
Sophie, of course, is in the red for the playoffs, and she is making sure to seek her vengeance out on people now.
Yeah.
Now with her question for Alex Coleman on the Social Network and her Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 question for George, she has stumped them both. Question number 6. 4 Jaegers remain at the end of Pacific Rim: Gypsy Danger, Striker Eureka, Cherno Alpha, and who?
It's it's the old one, the analog one. I don't know the name of it.
I think it is. This is a tougher one for sure.
Yeah, this is a good question. I should know this because I've seen this movie a billion times.
Can you think of a color?
A color?
Well, just like, I mean, they all look different. All the Jaegers. So just trying to think of like what they look like. Just trying to think of the name.
I don't know. It's like the original one. Like he walks in and he said, "Last of its kind" or something. The only one that runs on like analog. I don't know the name of it.
I cannot confirm or deny that. I have not seen Pacific Rim.
I don't know the name of it.
But the right answer is Crimson Typhoon.
Would have never gotten that.
Yeah, I think
my entire life.
The 10 pointers can range in difficulty, and that one was definitely a tougher one.
You could have given me a million chances. I would not have gotten that.
We'll see if now we're in the 15 pointers, and these ones are the most difficult of the quiz in theory, but we'll see. You might be able to get them.
Man. This is all-time bad performance right now.
We're moving on. We're moving.
That's
on.
all right. That's all right.
Question 7: What country are Sophie and Callum in Aftersun when they're going on vacation?
Mexico.
Mexico is incorrect.
Yeah, it's my final guess.
Turkey. Turkey is the right answer.
What?
Turkey is where they are. Moving on to question 8, another 15 pointer is going to be tough. In Die Hard, one of the terrorists, Uli, eats a candy bar. What brand is it?
Bro, how did you even find this question? What are you Googling to look this up?
Listen, we're 10 episodes in at this point. My trivia finding for questions.
Oh my goodness.
But just think about it logically. So it's a real brand of candy bar. It's not something made up thing. So you got to think of all the candy bars in the world. Think of where Die Hard takes place to think of what country it might be from, which is America. I'll give you a little bone there.
Where this takes place.
It's an American candy bar brand.
Oh, it's probably something obvious like
Twix. Walk me through your thought process. If you're trying to think of ones in your head, what do you think?
I mean, I'm just thinking of like Three Musketeers, Snickers, Twix, the classic American ones. I'll lock in Snickers.
Unfortunately, it's not Snickers. It's a Nestle Crunch bar. Nestle getting that sponsorship bag for Die Hard. Nestle Crunch. Would have been surprised. I mean, they're 15 pointers for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, would have never gotten that in my life.
But let's see. Okay, hopefully now this next question, 20 points are available. There's 2 correct answers. You're going to get 10 points right for each question that you answer. So we're looking for 2 answers here, and you'll get 10 points. And yours is actually a little different flavor because I'm looking for 2 names, first and last name. But if you only get the first or the last name, that'll be 5 points. So you can get 5, 10, 15, 20, or 0 if you don't remember any of them. But what are the names of the 2 co-founders of the Oasis and Ready Player One?
Oh God, hold on. I know this.
You can literally take as much time as you need.
Yeah. Okay, one of them is James Halliday.
10 points right there. You got the first and last name.
One of them
correct.
is James Halliday. Hold on. And the next one, shit on me. What's his name? He's in love with God, and I just watched this movie. He's in love with Kira. James Halliday, and it's coming to me. James Halliday, and it's a stupid name. I know it's a stupid name. It's like the guy's name from Kung Fu Panda, the Ogway, but no, it's not that. Ogden Morrow.
Incredible thought process. That's how you take your time. You think through it. When you said Ogway from Kung Fu Panda, I was like, oh, that OG right there might be getting that.
I had that.
But yeah, I feel like I thought for sure you would at least get 5 points for Halliday because like Halliday's Hunt, Halliday's Easter egg. They say Halliday over and over, but James Halliday and Ogden Morrow, that's a huge point score. 20 points right there.
We'll take it.
We're moving on to question 10, the guess the cast question. So of course, one by one, cast members of a movie are going to be revealed. There are 50 possible points with 10 less points available per cast member revealed. I'm going to reveal one cast member right now. If you can throw out a movie guess. If it's right, cool, 50 points. If it's wrong, no harm, no foul. We're just going to move on to the next cast member. First up is Lakeith Stanfield.
I mean, I know the way you do these casts. So he's a small role in whatever movie this is.
I love when this is like the last few episodes now when I start these, everyone's always like trying to get inside my head as opposed to thinking of movies.
Yeah. I'm thinking as Tyler C. Whitmore right now. I'm not thinking as George Carmi. He is a small role in one of these movies. What has he been in? What is Lakeith Stanfield?
Try and name all the Lakeith Stanfield movies that come to your mind.
The only ones that are coming to my mind are like ones where he's a big role, like Haunted Mansion, Judas and the Black Messiah. What was that other one that we just watched for ReelTok?
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. Damn. What has he been a small role in? That's what I'm like thinking of right now. He's been a small role. I think he was in Straight Outta Compton, but I don't know if you would give me that. He was in Get Out. He was a very small. Ooh. Maybe you're giving me Get Out here because he was a small role in Get Out. Maybe you think I would forget about that.
Cannot confirm or deny.
I know you can't confirm or deny. I'm trying to think what else. I know he was a small role in. We just mentioned it on the podcast. The Harder They Fall. No, he was kind of a bigger role in The Harder They Fall, though. I'm gonna lock in Get Out.
Get Out would have been a great one, but that is not what I'm looking for today.
Damn.
The next cast member, Idina Menzel. And this is not an animated movie, by the way.
Okay, I was
none of them have ever been animated.
Is Lakeith Stanfield in like fucking Frozen or something?
No, this is Idina Menzel, supporting role.
Idina Menzel, supporting role. See, now you're throwing me out. Because what were they in together? I have to be missing a movie. I don't think she's in any of the movies that I've just mentioned. Now you're killing me.
I will say, I think the next cast member is gonna fully reveal it for you. I think you.
Well, I'm gonna get it right here because because I'm what else he was in. I'm still thinking of Lakeith because it's got to be a movie where he's a really tiny character, in which I feel like I've mentioned. Like he's a really tiny character. Short Term 12, but she's not in that movie. Straight Outta Compton, but she's not in that movie. He's a big role in Judas. Sorry to bother you. I have to be missing a movie that Lakeith Stanfield's in. And Idina Menzel. That's got to be a good giveaway. Lakeith and Idina. What's a big movie she was recently in that maybe had a small part? Uncut Gems? Was Lakeith Stanfield in Uncut Gems? Was Lakeith Stanfield? Can you? No, you can't tell me.
Confirm or deny.
You cannot tell me that. Hold on. Was Lakeith? He was. Yeah. It has to be. It's Uncut Gems. Is it Uncut Gems? That's my final answer.
Uncut Gems is the right answer. That's a great pull. I thought Julia Fox would for sure give it away. Wow. I think all the three of the rest ones would be very obvious as Uncut Gems.
Damn, Lakeith was a good first one. That made me think.
That was a great pull. The two best pulls you've had are when you just sit and think about it. So the final score you're going to have today is 70 points. 70. Uncut Gems, of course, being the right answer. 70 points. You are tied with Kevin Movie Man in the 9th spot. So hey, the bright side is you've tied for 9th. So that means when I update this leaderboard, there will be no number 10 on here. I'll just say T9. There will be two tied for 9. So there's no 10th place, but Sammy J Reacts, Cam Walsh, Sophie Holzinger, Kevin, and now George Carmi not going to be making the playoffs. And now that means I got some homework to do for Alex and Doug. I'm going to have to think of some play-in wild card round between to determine who goes on to face K Meeks in the first round of the championship matchups. And we'll have Owen versus Seth in a little trivia battle for the playoffs starting next week. So what you can expect to see next week on the Trivia 10 will be a wild card matchup between Alex and Doug to determine who gets the official 4th spot and making the playoffs. But George, 70 points today. Uncut Gems is an incredible pull. I honestly had no clue as Idina Menzel. I was trying to do Uncut Gems for that one, and then I had Julia Fox at second, and I was like, I just feel like that's just too obvious to Julia. Like once because
Julia Foxwood. That's the only movie I know her from. Probably.
Exactly, but then it's like I can't do Kevin Garnett because once you see Kevin Garnett, it's like okay, obviously. And Adam Sandler. I guess there's a lot of Adam Sandler, but Adam Sandler and Lakeith Stanfield, I'm probably not going to be together. So, how do you feel about your performance today?
A terrible performance, horrendous performance. You pulled out the tricks, man.
I pulled every movie from your favorites list too.
I know.
Yeah, but
that Guardians question was bullshit. I'm gonna yell at Sophie when I see it.
Again, point the blame at Sophie. Alex, same for you. Point the blame at Sophie for the Social Network question, not getting that one. That was all her. But honestly, like it started off bad, but you ended real strong. Getting 60 points combined in the final two really saved you to have a great score in this one. But that is it for the Trivia 10 Season 1. We're going to head on to the playoffs next week. Alex versus Doug in the wild card round to see who goes on to face off against the 1 seed K Meeks. Comment down below. Any of the questions George missed, were you able to get them or did I go way too hard on him? I'm always open for honest feedback. I know some quizzes are easier than others. Let me know what you thought about the quiz down below. But of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We will see you next Tuesday.